to give you an answer which most of your speakers here might disagree to. I don't have a fixed schedule. So one of the things I actually ask a potential advisor before coming in is, does he require students to sit in the lab from 9 to 5 like a job? So if he says yes, I'm out.
Exactly.
So yeah, I can't work like that. I mean, that's one of the reasons I am in academia, because I need flexible working hours. Yes. Actually, what happens is, I mean, you can obviously talk number of hours and you can sit at the table and you can do work and say that I work 10 hours today, I work like 70 hours a week. But the really productive work in which you do some critical thinking, that doesn't happen like more than 3 or 4 hours a day. Yeah. That's the maximum time of productivity. Other than that, you can do routine tasks. You can, as a TA, you can grade copies, you can start writing papers, you can maybe write some project or things like that, maybe read some papers. But the real critical part of your research, in which you require some critical thinking, that doesn't go beyond like 3 to 4 hours for me. Okay. And I don't count other things as research. So if you ask my schedule is, I wake up, I sit down with the computer, and then the morning is most productive for me. In the morning, I try to basically start seeing what I need to do, what are the bottlenecks in my research. And then these things, basically, I kind of take them at the back of my mind. So even if I am like cooking, I keep on thinking about that. Okay. So, and it's because of this work that you cannot quantify. I mean, this should technically count at work, but I'm doing something else, right? So I will not be able to give a specific answer of what's my hours at which I sit or how much I work. I just work throughout the day, and I also enjoy throughout the day. So yeah, it's mixed up. Yeah.
Aaquib, this is the most common answer what PhD students give, because they are not to the schedule, because they say that some wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning and they work in the nights and all. It all depends on the work on the current day. So if you are having work on that current day, so you will be staying late nights also in the lab. So sometimes you may not be having the work, so the work will be less. So you'll be spending less time in the lab and all.
That is true. I'm happy to hear that. But unfortunately, you will also find students whose advisors actually require them to be in the lab at certain hours. Oh, I mean, maybe you haven't talked to them.
Exactly.
I can tell you about them, but yeah, there are definitely cases. There are definitely cases which actually require students to be present and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's their way of advising. I don't have anything against that. Doesn't work for me.
Yeah. So apart from your research life, how is your life in USA and all?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, like going out and basically nature. I mean, I'm not a big fan of going out parties and so on. But what I like is going out in nature, maybe cycling. And here, one advantage is that the air is very breathable, I'd say, as opposed to, for example, highly polluted cities. So you can just bike your way in and you just pick your bicycle, you roam around, see the city, and yeah, you see a good shop, you go and eat. Okay. And you occasionally you go for movies with friends and so on. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, mostly I like what I'm doing in my research, and I also enjoy that, by the way. I also enjoy like reading up general things, what people are up to nowadays, and